You see, here's my take. Like I said earlier on, one, um, a 19-year-old girl getting married to a 59-year-old man is not a crime. It's absolutely not a crime. It's not morally wrong.
It's not a crime, but what comes up in your mind? What do you
And being a
think of?
sixth wife is also not a sin. They're getting married. It's a marriage. Yes, we're going to argue this for the next 5 or 6 years. My problem is, I believe a man and a woman come together to become one. It's impossible for you to come together with six women. So that's why I don't preach polygamy. And the problem I have with polygamy is, if you allow a man to have six wives, you should also allow the woman to have six husbands. And that's going to be a mess. So personally, I do not preach polygamy, but I'll tell you, there are cases of polygamy across every religion. In Judaism, there are many cases. Abraham, Moses, David had wives and concubines. Solomon, 700 concubines, 300 wives, or the other way around. I can't just wrap my head around that figure. But here's what I want to say. The problem is more of a compatibility problem. How's a
Sure.
59-year-old going to be able to understand a 19-year-old?
It's like his daughter.
So if I could counsel them, I'd say, bros, you have work to do. I'd say, bros, you're going to have to start watching a lot of Nickelodeon. You're going to start watching a lot of, you're going to start listening to a lot of Davido, as in Davido is going to be on what is it called? Repeat. In your car or your private jet, just put a Davido CD, as it's repeated like 5 times, put a Wizkid CD. Then watch Wiz and Davido, how they dress.
Why? He's gonna be dressing like that.
Oh, yes.
No, I don't think
He's got to be cool.
I
He
don't,
needs
I
to.
don't think she would really care about how cool he is. I mean, I don't think this
Because
girl wants to
this
even
is a
show him
19-year-old.
off.
This is a 19-year-old. She's
The plan is not even to show him off.
She
The
has
plan is just to
raging.
continue.
I remember how I was when I was 19. I remember how my girlfriend was when she was 19. We were both raging. Our hormones were up in the sky, down in the well at the same freaking time. So now my advice to her, my dear sister, you're going to have to you're going to have to learn wisdom in 1 year. Because when you're dealing with someone at 59, you can't match him experience-wise. So you've got to go sit down with your granny, if you have a granny. Probably your granny's not even as old as he is. Maybe your mother's elder sisters, and talk to them so you could pick some of the things. But for all you know, he could be young at heart, because I've heard people say you have 3 ages: how old you are, how old you look, and how old you feel. So you might be 59. He doesn't
59.
He doesn't really look 59. He probably looks 50 or maybe 49. How old does he feel? Ellen DeGeneres is not young, but she's very hip.
Yeah.
She knows everything that's going on. So my message to Regina Daniels is, I wish you guys well, but you guys have a lot of work to do. If this is true, you've got a lot of work to do. But I wish you well. I want to see how this plays out.
Yeah.
I want to see how this plays
Actually.
out.
But for me, I think the best part of this thing, the only good thing that you can take out of this for people who are just, listening and watching on the gram, is now that they know. Because, I mean, she was out there posting pictures of her in a range, in different exotic
Yeah,
cars.
but I also don't remember
all of
her
that.
saying she got them from acting. Did she? She just said, I got a new range. It's your fault if you think she got it from acting.
But that's the only thing we know she does for a living.
Now,
So is it not
that's
normal to think that-
Listen now, I wake up in the morning. You don't know if my mother's from the royal family in Romania and I have $20 million in stocks and bond in Romania. And I wake up tomorrow and I pull out a Ferrari, and automatically everybody now wants to work on the radio. Why don't you sit down and actually think things through? What if it wasn't even the man? What if her father had a trust fund? What if somebody gave her? What if she made some wise investments
No,
4
we
years
see
ago?
almost all of that on her Instagram page where she posts about her family. So we know that from her family, she's not all that, okay? And then we also know that she's acting, right? So it's only logical for somebody to say, okay,
No. I'm not with you on that. It is not logical for people to make unlettered assumptions. You listen. You don't know everything I'm doing. Mm-hmm. If I pull up in a Rolls Royce,
but she thanks God for like the blessing.
Okay, so who's she gonna thank? The devil?
No, she thanks.
I'm
she
trying
thanks
to
God
understand where you. Who is she going to thank?
But it's not like she comes
she
out
got
to say,
a brand new. Listen,
my man gave me this.
she doesn't owe you. She doesn't owe you. You owe yourself to research. Okay, how much money do people really make in Nollywood? You owe yourself that. Nobody owes you to come and tell you their trade secret. Was it not when Jeff Bezos and Mackenzie Bezos were sharing their assets that we knew he had stock in the New York Times? We didn't know, and he would not come and sit down and tell us that, hey, I have a situation brings that information to light, then we embrace it. But if it doesn't, we just have to deal with what they share. And okay, did she steal? If she shows a Mercedes Benz, let me ask you honestly, did she steal the Mercedes Benz, Naomi?
No, she didn't.
Did she get the Mercedes Benz illegally?
No.
Did she get the Mercedes Benz immorally?
Somehow.
No, you can't say that. How?
Somehow.
She's married to the guy.
If you're being a 19-year-old and you're living as a 19-year-old, you have no business with a 59-year-old.
What you're saying reeks prejudice. You're sounding like a police officer now. And it reeks.
But if you're talking about morals and what business does a 19-year-old have with a 59-year-old is not a father?
Is a 19-year-old an adult?
An 18-year-old. She's just an 18-year-old
is
girl.
An 18-year-old an adult?
You just enter.
I guarantee you, many women my mother's age, during my mother's time, were married before they were 18.
Yeah, but that was your mother's time, not in 2019.
No. Okay. If it was not morally wrong then, why is it morally wrong now? I'm using the word morally. You see, let's be careful. Would I advise my 18-year-old daughter to get married to a billionaire? No.
So,
but that's my personal choice. I don't like football. Doesn't make football bad. Would I teach my people to allow their daughters? Maybe not. I wouldn't. But you see, I also have learned over the course of my life to respect people's decisions. Let's remember that according to many scriptures, Isaac married Rebecca when she was about 10. Probably less. So we've got to be careful. We're making choices. Now she's legal. She's 18. So there's no R. Kelly story here.
It's really not advisable because at 19, you still have your entire life ahead of you.
Now,
so
is it advisable? Now, that's another point now. You could raise that as an...
And then I'm wondering why a 19... Like, I can't understand it. Why a 19-year-old, what would be in your head is to get married to a 59-year-old. If I heard that she was getting married to maybe like Justin Bieber and his wife, I wouldn't even complain. But for you to be 19 and accept marrying a 59-year-old, that means something is wrong.
No, you can't say that.
She
wants to get married to a 59-year-old. She
has
listed out her priorities. Hold on. She has listed out her priorities in life.
But that is the thing.
And the 59-year-old ticks them. And it's legal. No, listen. Like I said, I wouldn't, on a day football is showing, I will not sit in front of a television.
Even at 25, some people are not still certain about the decisions that they make for themselves.
Now, why don't you pray that her relationship works out? Is that not what we're supposed to do? Why don't you pray that it works out? Is it what I would do? No. Is it what I'll encourage my daughter to do? No. But would I judge her? No.
Nobody's judging.
I'm
not judging.
She's judging, right?
No. I'm not judging. I'm just saying that.
You know what? Let's take phone calls. 2710969, 2711969, 2712969, and 2713969. 969. It's in the news. Media reports claim that Regina Daniels, has been flying in billionaire politician Ned Nwoko's private jet before he married her as his sixth wife. All right, we've got a call. Hello? How are you doing? What's your take?
So, I agree with you that morally speaking is not wrong, but me, I can't marry someone like that. I can't even allow my daughter marry. The age is much now.
Okay, he's saying he won't allow his daughter to marry. We've got another caller. Hello?
I agree.
Go ahead. Guys, please, when you're calling, make sure the volume on your radio is down. By now, you should know that. All right, one more call coming through. Hello?
Hello, please.
Go ahead, tell us.
Please.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, just like you said, it's not enough anybody's business to say who she marry or not. She has her parents for that. If she marries a 59-year-old man, it's none of our business. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Seems like a lot of people are supporting me today, not you. I've got another caller. Hello, good evening. After Dark with Daddy Freeze and the Lobsters. Go ahead, tell me.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Regina Daniels getting married to the man, as long as the two of them understand themselves, irrespective of the age gap. However, as you said, that man has work to do, and when I say work, quote and unquote, serious work to do.
I know where your mind is going. I know where your mind is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean a 59 years old man is still strong?
But that offer, I'll tell you, sincerely, a lot of Nigerian ladies will jump at that offer. That guy is a billionaire. Forget it. He's a billionaire.
And she's been flying in a private jet that many Nigerian ladies.
Oh, of course. Many of them dream about it. Many of them think about it. And they will want to have the feel of it. The money is there for crying out loud. Everybody wants a good life.
All right, we're going to take a few more calls. Yes. Hello?
Good evening, Daddy Freeze.
How are you doing? Now you tell me. Give me your take.
My take here, it's time to break a record.
I don't understand. Shake a table, break a record. Which one?
As the later get continue, believe me. It's like that man has a future for his children to take over.
All right, more calls. We're having quite a lot of calls today. Hello, good evening. What's your name and what is your take?
Hello, good evening. My name is Tim. Is that I kind of go with Naomi.
Thank you.
I'm just looking at if she was my sister, what advice would I give her?
I think the advice ends with your daughter, not sister.
Why?
Okay, let's even put it that way. If she was my daughter, what advice would I give her?
If she was my daughter, let me be very honest. I don't think I'd allow my daughter marry a 59-year-old. But you see, sometimes, the scriptures are also clear. Parents, don't tempt your children. If your child starts to throw tantrums and say, no, daddy, I love him.
But if you have the time, you should know that a 19-year-old cannot even make decisions that they can, they still can't make decisions for themselves.
All right, thanks for that call. He says we wish her all the best. And in all honesty, wish her all the best. To be very honest, is not something I'd advise.
It's not something that anybody should emulate, okay? Because at 19, you have your whole life ahead of you. You don't have any business.
Naomi, you have to be careful between advice and giving orders.
I'm not judging. I'm not even giving orders.
That's judging. If you say it's not what they should emulate.
It's not because at 19 you've not even discovered your life, let alone marrying a 59-year-old.
Here's how you should say it. At 18, it would be, how do I say it in such a way that, because for all you know, this girl's going to be married for the next 50 years. I'm telling you. And we
I think it's
that got it right
with growing older than your age, okay? Being exposed just great. I mean, she's already in Nollywood at a very young age. So when you grow older than your age, you tend to make these decisions that you think you got them covered or you have them in place, but you really don't.
Now, someone who's been in the limelight all her life, she might be 19, but with a 26-year-old mind.
I think the age factor always
she's probably done
plays a role.
a lot of worked with a lot of adults. In Nollywood, you're gonna hang out with a lot of people who are much old. Let me tell you, one beauty of the entertainment industry is if you're acting with Joke Silva, you're going to be relating with Joke Silva as your colleague on set. Yes, of course, you would give her that respect that, okay, oh, this is Joke Silva. And I'm going to respect her, but you'd be colleagues on set. Hello. Now, imagine you are the lead role. Like, the movie is about your character. Joke Silva is playing your mother or your aunt or your boss, but she's not the lead role. So your character and your job is even more important than Joke Silva's in that particular movie. So it's not like she'll be acting as your senior. She'll be acting supporting your character. So we're going to go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be taking more calls. And you know we love you. It's After Dark, Daddy Freeze, and the Lobsters. Quite a lot of celebrities are in the news for their face-offs with police officers. Charles Okocha was seen giving the police officers the middle finger.
Oh wow, I thought I just saw Brother Shaggy.
Brother Shaggy was stripping naked to fight some. So guys, it goes two ways. Police, una know they try. Let me start with you first. Secondly, yes, there's a lot of tension. Guys, I know you're all already angry. Please. I'm with you. I'm with you, Brother Shaggy. I'm with Charles Okocha. I'm with everybody who's upset. But sometimes we're all citizens of this country. It's not like we're going to go and buy another country or we're all just going to leave this country. No, we're still here. Let's try to make it work. And let's support and encourage the police.
How?
While we're getting rid. It's not every single policeman that is bad. Even if it's 5% of the police force that is good. Let's encourage that 5% so it can grow to 10, 15, 20, 30, 40% and even take over the larger force. It is 96.9 Cool FM. Finally on our sister Regina Daniel's story. And here's my take, my final take. Nobody has the right to judge her. Okay. You know why? When I was younger, I decided to go into entertainment. My father is a doctor. My mother is a professor of law, former Law Lecturers Association of Nigeria president. She is a provost of a college of law, deputy vice chancellor, blah, 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 blah. My parents are both academics.
Okay.
Me taking a career in entertainment, the entire world back then laughed at me, pointed fingers at me, said I was stupid, said I was giving my whole life away, you know. But at the end of the day, would I regret the steps I took? Absolutely not. But hey, they were my steps. Is it advisable to give up everything and go chasing something I had no entertainment? If I wanted to be a lawyer, my mother knew all the top lawyers, knew who she could put me in, whose chamber she could put me in, who I could understudy. She had all the books I needed. She was someone who used to teach people how to be lawyers. But going into entertainment, I had no godfathers. I had to carve a name for myself out of rock.
Okay.
Do you understand? So it's very difficult terrain. Same thing with a 19-year-old getting married to a 59-year-old. If the story is true, it's not advisable because it's going to be a lot of work on both sides. But at the end of the day, just like I didn't want anybody to choose or make my life decisions for me, I am also in no position, and neither are you or is anyone else, to make life decisions on behalf of anybody. So It might not look right to us, it might not sound right, but it's her decision and she has taken it. So support her if you love her. And secondly, you have to do your background check on Nollywood artists to see where they're getting their money from. It's not their right to come and show you their bank balance at the end of every month and tell you this is how I made my money. When you see something on the gram, nobody's entitled to, it's nobody's responsibility to explain to you how they got their things. You don't know what businesses they inherited. You don't know what they're doing on the side. You don't know their lives. So stop feeling entitled. Stop feeling like, yes, because I watch her movies, she must tell me how she makes her money. That's not your business. As long as she's not doing anything illegal, what you should focus on is yourself. Understand yourself.
Yeah, but celebrities also should do better. You know that these people are following you. You have millions of followers, people following you, okay? So if you're going to post luxury things like that, also take out time to encourage these people. Let them know that, okay, it's a long road to 70. This road to success is not just a one-day thing, okay? If you're spending so much money, because the typical mindset of an average person who's watching you is basically thinking that you're getting all of this from whatever you're doing for a living, which probably is acting, singing, or whatever. So if it's not really what you do to make your money, also try and put it out there that, okay, you have to have multiple streams of income, something to just encourage them.
I understand where you're coming from. Yes, encourage people to, but you see,
and don't just leave it out there.
Let me tell you something.
It's not what it is.
If a celebrity decides not to do what you're advising them to do, they're not morally wrong.
They're not morally wrong, but you have
criminal.
a fan base. You have people. You can be misleading people somehow.
Listen, David O says OBO means Omo Babaolo. If you choose to understand it as a female organ, it's your understanding of the situation. That's what you choose to be motivated by. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. It's a very thin line. And we've got to be very careful because a lot of people are going to start bashing the girl. And that's not fair. She made a decision. It might not be your decision. It might not be my decision. My mom got married at 21. It didn't stop her from becoming a professor.
No.
21 is 2 years older than 19. 2 years older than 19.
Who she got married to? How old was he?
My dad was 10 years older than her.
Isn't that understandable?
Now, you see,
that if he's 59 years old, 40 years...
I cannot marry, like I said earlier on, I cannot marry a woman I'm 40 years older than. Because we will not... Like I gave the example of Kayla and I.
I want to understand, is it that she fell in love with him?
Maybe she did. Or maybe she wants to get married. Or maybe you're not... Maybe if I had an interview with her, I could ask her, okay,
that's why
why are you getting married?
I feel like
what
maybe
really is going on?
Maybe her priorities are not right at the moment because how? I still want to understand how.
How are you?
A 19-year-old
Naomi, how are you as a human being trying to judge somebody else's priorities?
I don't know, but in life, like, you still have to figure out your life. And oh my God, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't get it. I don't think I can talk about this.
I think one more call is coming through and we'll take that call and round it off.
Yes.
Hello, good evening. Who's with us? Tell us what you think and introduce yourself. I agree. It's really not her business. Thank you. I wouldn't watch a football game. I'd rather sit and watch a wall being painted. But
yeah, actually, it's not.
You see, it's
not. But I'm just saying for other people out there.
What you could say is, if I were the one,
young people
here's what I'll
there,
say: me, I will not marry a lady that I'm 40 years older than.
But I don't also want to make it feel like it's okay for any 19-year-old to just wake up and decide that. How do you know that these people know? You know, people.
Okay. All right, let's take one more call. Thank you so much for this.
Hello.
Yes.
All right, a guy, tell us, what do you think?
One thing about the whole thing is we're talking of feelings. we are talking of money. You know, I don't know. Daddy Freeze, he says money answereth all things and money is the root of all good.
Mm-hmm.
People go out in the morning, work their ass off to make money. Everything is all about money to an extent. Some people will jump at the offer to marry such a person. Let us just be candid. You understand? If the man gives her happiness, if the man is funny, and if the man has a sense of humor, the age does not really matter, especially when the man has almost everything. So I don't know why we are prolonging this argument. It's just a matter of individual choices, that's all.
Thank you very much, sir. Should we take one more? Okay,
One
final
last
caller,
call,
but
yeah.
run through it, please. Tell us what your name is and give us your opinion.
Hi, Daddy. My name is Moraxi.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. I think Naomi just passionately judging somebody else. Like, how can you
I'm
just
not
sit down
judging, though.
and thinking about somebody else's matter? Like, free the girl. If she thinks she's marrying a 59-year-old at 19 years of her life experiences and all that, she's old enough to make that decision. That's why there's a legal age limit to who you can marry.
Really?
Okay, Sanusi, the Emir of Kano, he married an underage girl. You didn't see anything about it, Naomi. Nothing, because her father doesn't have money. Cannot pay them on Instagram and all that. So,
This thing you are saying, I'm not aware of it, and I cannot join you in it.
I don't know about
I don't know
Sanusi,
about him marrying an underage, please, Well, maybe you meant to say he married a younger lady, but I'm not sure that he married an underage. I'm not
Not
sure.
Sanusi, please.
Bros, please, let's be politically correct. Anyway, thanks for that. And that is our final caller, even though we have many more calls coming through. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to blame Naomi. I'm not going to be hard on my lobster. She's passionate, but you see, I want everybody to be respected for their decisions. You have the right to make a decision, and when you make a decision, it's going to come with some blessings and it's going to come with some devils. So if you're strong enough to fight the devils and embrace the blessings, you're good. If the devils outweigh the blessings, you're in trouble. I don't know if I'm making sense to you, but every single relationship, every single decision in life comes with a good set of devils and blessings wrapped up together as one package. But I'm not going to make anybody's decisions for them. And if you make a decision, let's not make other people feel suicidal or unhappy or depressed. You know what? That's your decision. We love you. That's your decision.
Yeah.
And we still love you. And if it works out, we're going to keep loving you. And if it doesn't work out, we'll still love you. Yeah, that's it. Finally, we're not going to stop loving and adoring the fact that you graced our TV sets and you gave us some good movies. Entertained us, blah, blah. We're not going to stop loving you. Whatever happens, just remember that you have people that will continue loving you.
Yeah.
And bros, you have work. That's as far as we can go on After Dark with Daddy Freeze and the Lobsters. Thank you so much, Nene. It's been wonderful talking with you. I hope they're not going to bash you for this. But whatever happens, you two, I love you.
I love you too, Daddy Freeze.
We'll be back, Lagos. See you on Monday.
Love. Let's play this one for them. Love by DJ Exclusive.
Love by DJ Exclusive. I'll be getting a lot of that too. A lot of work, like I said. Slam bang, DJ Exclusive. Teach them how to love.